I was overseas for a month, so I basically did no climbing, and when I got back I went from doing V6s like this, doing nice moves, to struggling on a V3. And yep, it's a bit of a clickbait title because I was already struggling with V3s before I took a break from climbing, but this is my second session back. Didn't really do much on my first session, really chill, and I was warming up on V3s, and when I got to this particular climb I was like, I should start recording now because this ain't a warm-up. Bit crimpy, and the footholds are terrible, and I was just trying to get my technique back. When I reached up for that big hold, my left foot slipped, and that was a pretty sketchy fall, to be honest. But yeah, it's a bit crimpy, probably the crimpiest V3 I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, I think this is my first proper time climbing these types of holds, which is really interesting. Yeah, there's like barely any footholds, and one thing I realized, I need to get that right foot up so I get a proper foothold so I can reach up to this nice hold. And at this point I know that these holds are pretty deep, but still a bit rusty, and I had some tape on my right hand, and it just felt pretty slippery. I knew that I just needed to like commit to it and go for it, but I was just trying to find footholds, body positioning that will help, but I just knew that I needed to go for it. And I kind of instinctively knew at this point that maybe I should go lower on the hold so it's less steep, and I managed to reach up and grab it. So yeah, that was pretty sketchy, but yeah, pretty nice V3 to be honest. Pretty hard as well. And here's another V3 with probably the holds that I hate the most. It's these sphere looking holds, just extremely slopey. Sometimes you have to grab you have to like use your entire arm to grab around it, and you get rashes on your forearms. But yeah, and it's always really awkward climbs like this that they put these on. Yeah, I'm trying to stand up, but yep, this massive this massive hold is in the way, so I can't just stand up. In this attempt I tried going out to the left, but I don't think that's the way, as there's no foothold on the left, so I think it's going out to the right. But like, even going out to the right, I found really hard because it's very difficult to stand up on it. Yeah, I'm trying to find any way I can just stand straight up. And I go for kind of like a drop knee type thing with my right foot up, but I tried to stand up here, but I'm just super close to the wall. Maybe I need to use my toes and not my entire foot so I can pivot, but I don't know. I tried it a few more times, yeah, didn't really get much progress. But another V3, this time it's on an overhang. So they kind of compensated a bit with, it's on an overhang so it's a bit tougher, so they give you these really nice jugs. And when I was on this climb, it felt really, really good. And if you're a subscriber, you know that I like overhangs, and this yellow climb next to it, or like, yeah, right next to this, is a V5. So this might be a really spicy project for me. Looks really like high compression, I think, and just a lot of underclings maybe. But yeah, excited for this one. But it got a bit spicy here with the V3. Had to campus a few moves. But yeah, these Really nice jugs, probably the best type of holds in this gym. Really deep and like really rounded, so it's really good on the skin. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just had a few people congratulate me on that, which is pretty cool. Now moving on to another V4s now, but it's a bit smaller holds, but it's not like they're crimps or anything, they're just smaller holds. A bit of a high tension start. Kind of moving that right hand all the way out in front of you, and then moving up to this left hand, going out right again, using that start hold to kind of stand up on it and then reach that next hold. Yeah, really just using these volumes. Yep, just reaching that final hold. I saw this cheeky little yellow hold on around the corner, so I just went for a nice heel hook to lock myself in. Yeah, that was a really nice flash for me, to be honest. Really cool. Really nice climb. And here's something really interesting. We've got these really nice jogs for a V4. That's because it features a really decent dyno. And I'll say this is kind of not a flash. I practiced a jump, but I didn't go for the hold. So just, yeah, a bit of thing there. But yeah, that dyno felt really, really good. You just needed to be confident, push from the legs, and make sure you have a decent swing. Moving on to this undercling, which is really good. I do kind of wish that it was a bit harder, because this was my first proper attempt at it, which felt really satisfying, but I wanted a bit of a challenge. But this next bit is a bit hard, trying to reach up to this next hold, but all I had to do was just stand up on the right leg on the red volume. And again, they've kind of compensated a bit with the crux being the dyno, so we've got these really nice jugs the rest of the climb. So yeah, I'm gonna take that as a flash, even though I technically wasn't. This one I did manage to send in my first session, which was pretty good. So here I'm just repeating it for the video. This was pretty awkward, and these kind of polygonal type of holds always are rough, because yeah, they're not very natural, so it's like always awkward to try to find the best hand positions on them. And this final bit was a bit awkward, even though I did already do this. Still felt a bit awkward and weird, going kind of like two hands, kind of you're on the side kind of, and I have to bring my right foot up. And here really kind of, it's got weird beta with me going with my left hand, which seems kind of like irrational or just weird maybe, but to me it just felt the most comfortable. We've got another V4 with these ledges that are all positioned as side pulls, and to be honest, I tried this in my first session as well, and yeah, I just could not pull onto this start. I couldn't start it, and it just, everything about it felt really, really hard. Trying to start as a pushing, like one as a guest on maybe, but no. I got in there for like a split second, but really high tension, and yeah, it just felt rough. So starting from that first move, even that, I tried to do like an outside flag, didn't help. There we go. But yeah, it just felt rough. Starting from the second move now. And I have no idea how you're supposed to move on from there. It just felt rough. So yeah, just gave up on that. And this is another one that I'm repeating. Managed to send this first session back as well. Really nice. I had a bit of balance, which is really fun. And a bit reachy. Yeah, you've got these really nice ledges. My first attempt, I really struggled to get my right foot up, so it was pretty nice and kind of satisfying to easily just move my right foot up onto that hold. There we go. Now this is a new climb for me. Really interesting looking climb. It's just mostly volumes. There is a nice little hold on that top volume on the left, near the middle. But yep, the start, pretty interesting start, pretty unconventional. Kind of balancing on that. Yeah, this like boulder requires a lot of balance and kind of awareness, both like your body and the route itself. So you need to know like the relation between like your body position and the holds and the wall, which is really interesting. Tried to go with standing up on my left foot, but I don't think that was I don't think it's the way to go, just because I'm too scrunched up with my right foot, right side of my body. And so I think it's standing on that outside edge of my right foot, so kind of like my pinky toe. You see me there trying to reach up to that blue hold. Still pretty tough trying to figure out how exactly to stand up and how to keep stable on the volume. There is a little they added a little kind of micro hold, I guess I could call it, just so you're not just standing on the volume. And you see me, I grabbed the black hold trying to scramble away to the blue hold, but yeah, I'm trying to grab for it again. Making some decent progress this time, just gotta figure out what exactly I need to do and like how I need to stand up and how I should grab it. And I kind of have this realization that I should try to grab the hold with my right hand without moving my left hand up, because it's kind of, I need to bring my body out more if I bring my left hand up, and that will cause me to push away from the wall a bit too much. Even though I say that, I go for the left hand again. And here I have another realization where, since I'm standing on kind of the outside edge of my right foot, my shoulder is kind of facing the wall, so I need to pivot so that I'm using my toes, so that I'm more square with the wall, just so that my shoulder isn't in the way of the volumes. You see me pivot a bit, and then I managed to grab the blue hold with my right hand. And at this point, my immediate thinking was, alright, I'm gonna just switch hands and then I can just step up and grab the top edge with my right hand, because this is a top out boulder. But when I tried to switch hands, it was just felt felt horrible. It didn't felt good at all. So I was wondering, okay, how do I do this? Let's see if I can reach with my left hand, and I just couldn't, so I needed to commit to it, do a nice little jump, and I did manage to grab that top hold. From here, pretty decent top out, pretty standard. So yeah. And to be honest, I did graze that red hold on that top volume with my left hand, so I just went and repeated it for my own sanity, and it was really smooth. Really nice. Moving on to this V5, which it doesn't look too hard, but this kind of middle, this start bit where I have to reach out to the left, feels pretty damn hard. Yeah, I kind of almost just have not enough reach, and I think the solution to this is when I'm doing the Gaston with my right hand, I need to be further down the hold, so further left, because yeah, that's where I'm gonna get the extra few distance from. So I should have done that looking back on it, but yeah, it just felt really rough. As you can see, my right hand is far away from that. Yeah, you can see me shaking my head, but yeah. Looking back, it's pretty obvious what I should have done, but hey. Trying to figure out whatever this is. But yeah, even if I do reach with the left hand, I think it's like some sort of coordination, quick foot swap, which yeah, look, it sounds hard and it like seems hard, you know. But trying out the second half, and yeah, the second half doesn't seem too bad. Got this really nice undercling with the left hand, really high tension, moving out. Just one more move to the top, and it's this really nice, well, not really nice, this like interesting, I guess, or hard foothold, where you have to put your foot up, left foot up, so you can reach for the top hold. But it just felt really weird and awkward, so I needed to find the right position so that I could lock in, and it just didn't feel like I could lock in. But at some point, there we go, managed to reach up just enough to match and grab this top hold. So yeah, I managed to do the second half, which was tough but very doable, as I just did it. So yeah, just need to do it from the beginning, figure out the start, and yeah, send this V5. And in my first session I couldn't send a V5, so really hoping to send this one today. Yeah, and at this point, it didn't occur to me to move my right hand closer to the left, which is a bit of a bummer. So I'm just kind of scrambling on this on the start, seeing where to start, seeing where to go. Try to go for my knee facing right, which is not the way. So yeah, I just kind of gave up on that. It was getting this is my 10th climb today. Or even more than that, removing warm-ups, but decided to move on to another V5. This seemed a bit easier, nothing too technical, it's literally just compression, heel hooks, and just confidence, to be honest. Yeah, because these holds aren't slopey at all. They're big, so maybe a bit uncomfortable, but not really. They're just yeah, they're big, so might be unconventional, I guess. They're not deep jugs, but yeah, they're nice holds. Yeah, this was my flash attempt, kind of. Same with the purple one. I had like a kind of a fun attempt with no chalk, whatever. So this was my flash attempt, and yeah, at this point, when I was up there, I was getting a bit flustered because it was pretty high up. I was doing heel hooks, trying to do bumps and dynamic moves. But yeah, still doing pretty good. So after a pretty decent rest and just trying to get my confidence up, nice heel hook on the right. Straight away, just moving my left foot really fast. And this move here, I missed it again on the first shot, so I just need to move my foot a bit more to the bit closer. Here we go, nice quick double bump. A really nice grab on the last hold. Didn't really want to flag for some reason, so I opted in for a really weird toe hook. But yeah, gave this final hold a nice rub. Yeah, pretty excited about that. Oh yeah, pretty happy about that. So yeah, I think taking a break didn't do too much, but hey,